Your own bloodline is going to come after you. Let's say that again. Your own bloodline is going to come after you. They are going to try to intimidate you. They're going to try to silence you. They are going to make attempts to devalue or to make your experience, your truth, a thing that is just like preposterous or something that is made up. And in those moments when stuff like that happens, you really gonna have to be grounded and be 10 toes down in what it is that you believe, what it is that you are trying to express or are expressing, because what I'm recognizing with in my own bloodline is that in the past it was very easy for them to invalidate my experiences or make me feel small to a degree where I wouldn't want to speak up or stick up for myself or bring up injustices that I was experiencing. And that kept things in a space where they could control me, they could manipulate me. It was easier to like keep me small and make it where I don't want to shine a light or be bright, be seen, because who am I, and what voice do I have? And so it's a lot trying to go up against certain forces that are not easily seen. Okay, it is difficult to expose or bring to the light certain attributes of people who will put a facade on for strangers or put a facade on for the public and make it seem or appear one way when really and truly behind closed doors, these people are very manipulative, they're very neglectful, they are very deceitful and things of this nature. And they do these things so that they may benefit and can profit and X, Y, and Z, while the person, the empathic person is left drained. They're left feeling neglected and abused, not heard or seen. And it's a constant cycle of manipulation, gaslighting. And they know what it is that they're doing. They know who they can get their supply from. They know how to manipulate certain situations, circumstances, in their favor. And so I'm going to keep talking about this because it's a big problem within my bloodline, within my community. Gang stalking is real. I'm thoroughly convinced that I was born into some sort of coven, or there's some secret hidden occult practices that are going on that you're not going to know about because, oh, they're Christians and they go to church and they are pillars of the community and they're upstanding citizens and all of that. And it's just funny to me because it doesn't take very much to fool the public or to come off as if you're one of the good guys, when really these are not good people. And if we don't, it starts with us. If you don't start speaking up about the things that people are doing and how they think that they're getting away with certain things, like, it just continues on, and the cycle gets worse and worse. It gets harder and harder to put a stop to this type of stuff. It's not going to be easy, no, but it will be worth it, because the curses that you're breaking by doing so, by being a whistleblower, by recognizing, like, oh, I know I'm the black sheep of the family. I know that I'm the scapegoat, and I know that for whatever reason, a lot of people in my bloodline don't really love me. They don't really like me. They don't want me around. They have tolerated me, but they don't care for me because I speak the truth and I can sense a lot of energy. I can read the room. I can read people's body language, and it's hard for them to fake certain aspects of, like, how they really feel about things. Like, growing up, it was probably a lot easier because I was traumatized. I was traumatized very badly growing up. I missed out on a lot of my childhood because of the trauma that I went through. But I have survived, and I've grown up, and I've gone to therapy and lots of inpatient treatment for multiple different things. And along the way, I've learned, some valuable information. And there's tons of information online too now, presently, guys, that could really be, like, beneficial to help other people wake up and to become aware of, like, what it is that's going on within their own bloodline. If you are ready for that. Some people are still in denial and don't want to see it, but a lot of people are awake and are going through that process, dealing with narcissists and dealing with people who are very manipulative, and yeah, it's a lot. It could be your own parents, it could be siblings, it could be your partner, it can be your children, it can be lots of different people that are close to you, and it starts making you feel even more isolated. Like, you were already probably kind of feeling pretty isolated, but then, like, knowing that you have to potentially cut off certain people, it can feel even more isolating. So I'm there with you. I understand. I get it. I'm dealing with my own stuff too. And, in due time, those things will come out. Not necessarily because I'm going to have to expose it, because I'm really kind of done with talking with that and about certain people. I'm not spending any more energy really on, like, dealing with the karmic individuals in my own life, because judgment has already been called and they will have to answer to God. Just like anybody else that's in your life that's doing certain things, God is going to handle those people. You better believe it. don't feel like you have to go toe to toe with these people, because with a lot of narcissists, you're never going to make any headway or breakthrough to them. They're incapable of getting it, of healing, of like making it a point to like go within and to atone and see the error of their ways and things of that nature, like genuinely. So I wouldn't recommend that. But do some research on like how to properly handle these type of individuals. Get some help if you need some additional support, because you may need that. You may need some additional support. Yeah. What was it? I guess I kind of feel like that was all that I wanted to say about that. Stay strong. Don't give up. I know that it's not easy. And there are going to be lots of times where you want to give in to the situation, because it is too much to handle or bear sometimes. And during those times, I would just suggest to break yourself away as much as you can and be with yourself, because it is your responsibility to protect yourself. And in doing so, you can preserve what energy you have, for yourself and for the ones that do really love and care about you, so that you're not spending it on people who are not going to change. Yeah. That's just what it is. Do what you can to preserve your energy, your love, your time for yourself and the ones that love and care about you. Because it's going to be a battle. But it's gonna be better once you get to a place where it no longer affects you, or you know how to, because everybody's not gonna be able to just like block and delete and go cold turkey from certain individuals. I understand that. But you can educate yourself so that you have the resources and the tools to set proper boundaries, so that you can navigate and narrate the situation in a healthy way that is beneficial for you, so that you get what you need out of the situation, and not the other way around, where somebody's just sucking and draining. These are the energy vampires who just suck and drain everything out of you, and then you're too weak and too confused and in some sort of a whirlwind of an illusion where you can't even think straight. You can't even process what just happened to you. You're unable to gain the bearings to like get yourself out of the situation, because you're depleted, and you're constantly depleted, and it's designed that way so that you don't leave up out of that cycle and that loop. And that's how you make yourself sick, mentally, physically, emotionally. You age quicker that way, because you're sick, okay? And you can't get up out of the cycle, because you continue to entertain individuals who are vampires. They're energy vampires. You continue to entertain people who want nothing more than to just take from you, and to see you little and small and weak and depleted and codependent on them for whatever it may be, whether it's finances or shelter or, the idea of love and relationships or whatever the case may be. You are way better than that. You're more worthy than that. If you're listening to me and watching me, you probably are already, you're one or the other. Either you are karmic, you're somebody that is gang stalking and just watching just to go report X, Y, and Z, or you're part of the collective and you are on your journey. You have a level of awareness where you're going through your ascensions, you're healing, you are growing and transforming your life. If you're watching me, you're doing something, you're doing a whole lot right, and you're getting it. You're processing information, I would like to believe at a pretty high rate, because I think of that for myself. And so I look at the people that I'm looking at or influenced by as either a reflection of me in some form or fashion. So yeah, because we're all a part of the collective. Even the karmics, they don't realize it, but they are just, they're so low vibing, they can't ascend past where they are. Okay, we're all fallen angels. Let's put it like that. Like, we're all fallen angels, and some of the angels are doing God's work and are really out here doing the work. And there are other fallen angels who ain't getting the memo. And that's between them and God. Okay? For the angels who are really out here doing the work, I'm talking to y'all, okay? And these messages are for you guys. And that's why we get up and do what we do every day, because there's nothing better than, when you're in solitude or you're in hermit mode and you're with yourself and you're learning yourself and listening to your intuition, and then you can maybe get online and see somebody's message and be like, that was confirmation right there for what you already intuitively know, or God is speaking through somebody and using somebody, and you were able to get a message and you were able to find something that resonated with you. That's a beautiful thing. That is church right there. That's being able to come together in fellowship and to be with like minds. If you look around you, oftentimes you're not finding too many people who are really walking and being disciples of the Most High. It's a bunch of people out here acting and pretending, but really and truly living it, being like Christ and doing God's work, making sacrifices and suffering and having faith, sharing their testimony, things like this. It don't be a whole lot of people. I don't know a lot of people. I see people online though who I know are really about that life, and they really are anointed. I'm not the only one. People watch me, but there are other people too. And I hope you feel that way about yourself as well too. Like, don't just always be looking outside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go within first that is priority first, because that is where you're going to have your most intimate conversations with God. I am not God. I do not try to play God. I do not want to be God. And you shouldn't be listening to, I didn't go tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing, but I wouldn't advise it to be listening or be influenced by somebody who is walking around saying the sort, because that's a whole nother situation. Anyway, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I'm about to go inside and get showered and stuff. I just wanted to share that with y'all. I'm trying to work on talking more and not being, I want things to be more candid and just free and transparent. But the way my brain works with like, oh, I need to have something to talk about, I need to have a specific topic or to stay on topic, and my brain just, it's hard for my brain to work like that. I don't always have like a specific thing. Like I might have a general feeling or idea about something, and before it gets away from me, or I feel like, oh, I gotta brainstorm and jot down specific, points, I really just be wanting to turn the camera on and speak. But I also don't want to just sound like I'm rambling and being random or sound confusing. And I guess if I sound confusing to somebody, maybe this is not the message for you, or maybe I'm not the person that you really should be following along with, because it could be a lot. But for the people that, it works for, then great. And I really do appreciate everybody that is being supportive and that shows me love and is rooting for me. And yeah, I'm going to keep making messages, making videos, and posting stuff more frequently, because I really do feel like this is the next transition for me. I used to do a lot of work on Instagram with making creative content, which I really still love to do and will continue to make, like stories on Instagram, but I'm not really so much focused on making the reels and stuff on there anymore. That does take a bit more time and effort, and in order for me to get this type of content out where I'm using my voice, which it is a big goal for me, I have to be able to like have the time and the mental capacity to like focus and do what it is that I'm trying to do with, well, not what I'm trying to do, what I am doing with creating content like this online. So I'll still make the stories and be able to express myself creatively that way as well too. But I believe I would also like to make a certain private group on Instagram for the stories, where it's a closed group and they can get access to certain content that maybe the rest of Instagram don't get to see. But that would be like later on. That can be something that's fun. You get extra stuff that I be wanting to post, but I don't, because we gotta start separating the wheat from the chaff. We gotta stop throwing all the pearls to the swine, okay? And so for the people who really are committed and really want to take stuff to the next level, I'm gonna have something special for those people. And that makes me excited. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm about to go inside. I'm feeling hungry now because I done did all this walking. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching.